Good morning, magandang umaga po. Here's another episode that I want to talk about, and that is, have you lost money at BDO? And this probably is not only applicable to BDO but any bank account in the Philippines. Now, someone sent me an email a few months ago that he lost money, 100,000 pesos, at the bank, and they're not taking any calls. So he was asking me if I had any experience on how to deal with BDO. So apparently this event happened at BDO. So I'm going to talk about this. Stay with me. When I received this email from this individual who said that he lost 100,000 pesos in the Philippines and they're not taking any calls and such, I said to him that no, I did not have that problem. I have been dealing with BDO and I have been sending cash all this time and I had no issues whatsoever until this month. Well, let me tell you what happened. I have several accounts at BDO for different purposes. And one of the accounts I have is a checking account, which obviously I was using when I was in the Philippines and I acquired a condominium and I was paying contractors to the modifications to the condo and such. Since I left the Philippines, came back to the US, the account had no activity and there is no reason to have activity. What am I going to do? Mail a check? Mail to the Philippines? No. So my account is basically inactive. I only made maybe a couple of payments. But what I did is I sent the money through my debit account and charged it to my ATM card, and that's how I handle the transaction. But every month, sometimes more frequently, I do check the account balances, and of course I record the interest and all that. So everything was doing fine, no problem. That's why I responded to this guy and I said, nope, there is no issue whatsoever. I am fine. So I don't know how I could help him. Well, this month I had a problem. In one of these monthly check that I make, I saw one account, and I'm talking about the checking account. It disappeared. It disappeared, and it says, well, the account number is still there, but it disappeared. It says this function is not available at this time. Please try this function again at a later time. So I just let it go. A week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, and it's still the same message. So I called the bank, and the bank said to me that the account was closed because it was dormant. That means inactive for 1 year. I said, what? I did not even get any notification whatsoever. First of all, when I opened the account, they did not tell me about dormancy and such. Well, in the United States, dormancy we're talking about 5 years. But this 1 year? It's dormant. They close the account with no notice to me that the account will be closed unless there is activity. That's crazy, crazy. So I was mad and I called the bank, and this teller will go out, then come back, and then go out, then come back. I said, let me talk to the manager. I insisted that I talk to the manager because I was really upset at that time. So I was able to talk to the manager, and she was very nice. And she talked to me about dormancy, and I explained that, hey, you should have notified me before closing out the account. Well, sir, your account was not closed. It's basically dormant, and you cannot do anything about it. No activity, no payment, no withdrawal, no deposit, etc. until you come to the office. I said, what do you mean come to the office? I said, I'm in the United States. How can I come to the office? There is no jeep that will take me from Pennsylvania to Manila. So what do you mean, come to the office? So he said, could you call me back in about 10 minutes and let me talk to my boss about this? So she talked to her boss about it. Her boss basically said, no, there is nothing they can do because I needed to come in, fill out the paperwork, and put an activity. But activity I can create. According to them, it's okay if I do transfers back and forth to my checking account. That constitutes an activity, and I can do that online. But they said, no, I have to fill out paperwork. Well, But she assured me that the money is there, the account is alive, and when I come back to the Philippines, all I have to do is to do the paperwork required, and I'll be able to transact my business again, account number will stay the same, etc., etc. Now, this is probably not just BDO, this is probably all the banks in the Philippines. So I just want to let you know that you have to be careful. If there is no activity 1 year, I don't know if different banks have different policies in terms of inactive accounts, but at least I'm letting you know that BDO, 1 year of no activity and your account is obliterated. Now, doesn't mean that they stole the money. She assured me that the money is there and all I have to do is to fill out the paperwork. Well, since I don't need the checking account anyway until I get back to the Philippines, then I had no issue with it. Just one thing, I cannot remember when it was in the United States when they changed the law, they passed the law, I don't know who was the president at that time, where a facsimile copy, which means a fax, an email, or not email, but you can email document that is manually signed by you and then sent to them, is now in the United States is now valid and as good as the original. Well, I don't think Philippines has that law yet, so everything has got to be in original form. I recognize that when I was doing transaction to buy the condominium, they always want something signed and FedEx to them. Okay? In fact, they would not accept a notary before. It should be consularized, meaning you have to go to the Philippine consulate and have them authenticate your signature. I'm going to a different topic but related to documents in the Philippines. But after I argued my case that I am 2 hours away driving time to get to the consul, they came back and agreed to accept a notarized, even if I'm in the US. Notarized in the Philippines is acceptable. But if you're overseas, they usually require consularized. That's what they call it. So anyway, they accepted that. So that's probably an issue that President Duterte has to address to make things easy. Now, I don't think Philippines is ready for international transactions because of the way they do business. Too many paperwork, too many steps, and too many documentations that they probably don't even look at. Okay, but the main thing, and I can understand this, is the legality of a facsimile copy of a signature is not valid yet in the Philippines, and President Duterte has got to pass that law. Now, the issue is it practical in the Philippines because of so many fraud? I'm not saying there's no fraud in the United States, but we have much less issue than in the Philippines. They will copy anybody's signature. I don't know. They should straighten that out. But until that time, Philippines is not ready for international transactions. Not really. Okay? So I hope this helps you. If you have any questions or if you want to add anything, please put it in the comment section. And if you like this video, please like, share, and do subscribe. And when you subscribe, please turn on your notification. That's very important. Otherwise, you are not going to be notified when I have new videos. And by the way, I don't make videos every single day. It's only once a week. So you're not going to be bombarded with a lot of videos that are coming to you. So please make sure you click that notification bell so you do get notified of new videos. Thank you so much, and until next.